Hi, so you're looking to get your home sold or you're looking to make a purchase and you're concerned because you don't know the exact proceeds that you're going to wind up with at the end of your transaction, or you don't know the cost, including closing costs and down payments that you're going to be responsible for on the buyer side after the sale. So the first thing you probably want to do is get an accurate net sheet, and then that way you will have a very firm estimate of your proceeds after a sale or your costs after a purchase. So in this video, I'm going to show you the tools that I use when I work with a buyer or seller to disclose those costs so they can have the confidence to either purchase or sell a home. So here you can see my screen. I like to use an app that is from First American Title, and it allows me to do a seller's net sheet, a buyer's net sheet. It allows me to give a seller a net to close. So if they want to net a certain amount, then I can tell them what we would have to sell their home for. It actually also does short sales. It does quick estimates. It also allows me to calculate multiple offers when I'm representing sellers. So it has a lot of capability. And the reason I love this net sheet is because it is coming from the title company. So when I give you a seller's net sheet or a buyer's closing cost analysis, you know it's going to be really accurate. The other thing I like is that they tend to lean on the side of making sure that you are going to actually net a little bit more than they're saying, or as a buyer that your costs are going to be a little bit less than what the estimate is for. So in this example, we're going to look very closely at a seller's net sheet and let you know how we give you a very accurate estimate of how much money you're going to put in your pocket after a sale. In an additional video, I will do a buyer's net sheet, or I'm happy to do a buyer's net sheet if you call me and you're interested in purchasing a property. But again, for this particular example, we're going to look at a seller's net sheet. So I'm Ken Blumberg, your all-American realtor, and let's jump into the video. So in this video, I'm going to use an actual example from a property that I'm already listing. And forgive me if I look away because I'm plugging in these numbers as I'm doing the video. So the nice thing, it accurately depicts the property. It pulls up the exact address. And then we're going to make some assumptions on the sales price. So we're going to say if this home sells at list price, which is $620,000, I'm not going to change the next line. We're going to say it is a conventional buyer. Now the net would change a little bit if it was a cash buyer or an FHA or VA buyer. So in this example, we're going to say that the seller owes $300,000 on the home and that they have no other second mortgages, HELOCs, or any other liens on the property. So their total payoff is going to be $300,000, in addition to, of course, any prepayment penalties, if there are any, and any other fees that the title company is going to charge, and also any concessions to the buyer. The next set of costs we're going to look at is escrow settlement fees, owner title policy, lender's title policy, and then there's a bunch of additional fees down here, like transfer tax that is typically paid by the seller. It's about 95% of the time, maybe even higher, where the seller pays for transfer fees. All of these fees are negotiable, but there definitely are standards in the industry. So we're going to just leave the standards in place for this video. So the first one, escrow fees, is typically 50-50 unless the buyer asks you to pay their fees. In the current market environment, that is very rare. Owner's title policy, that is paid by the owner. Lender's title policy, that is paid by the buyer because they are getting the loan. Then you got drawing deed, that's included in the title company's fees. You also have a notary fee if the buyer or seller is out of state. Then you've got the prepayment fee, the reconveyance fee, which I'm going to take out. That's typically not there. You've got a pest control fee, which is typically only needed if you have a VA buyer. Then it is required for the seller to pay for that. It's typically about $60 to $80. It's typically for a termite inspection, which really doesn't make any sense in Las Vegas, but That is the government for you. Then, of course, you have the listing fee and the seller's agent's fee. Those are typically some of the biggest costs when selling a home. Now, I have them at 3%, which has been the traditional standard, but as most people know, that is definitely negotiable, and it is up to each individual broker or agent to determine their own fees that they're going to charge. So this is just an example. If you'd like to discuss the fees with me, we definitely have some different options we can give you, and I definitely love to give you more insight about the commission that you should be paying, but also to make sure that you are not overpaying when it comes to commission. Then I'm going to run through the rest of these fees pretty quick. So you have a transfer fee, HOA transfer fee. You have a home warranty fee if you choose to provide that to the buyer. Right now, most buyers are not even asking for a home warranty. You've got an HOA resale package. This is required on every single sale where there is an HOA. That is the codes, covenants, restrictions, the minutes, the bylaws, etc. And that is typically about $160. Then you've got a FedEx fee and a notary fee. Again, that's only for if you're out of state. The other fee as a seller, which is notable, is the HOA demand. Essentially, it is a receipt just saying that you are current on your HOA dues. They charge you approximately $160 to let the title company know that you are current on your HOA fees. That can vary somewhat, but $160 is a good estimation. And then in the right-hand corner of the net sheet, you see a whole host of other fees. That is typically buyer fees. Buyer pays for the appraisal. Buyer pays for the home inspection. That's never a responsibility of the seller. So in the right-hand corner, you can see your total costs and fees, and then you can see your prorated taxes, and then you can also see what your net would be on this example with the home going for $620,000 and with a payoff of $300,000. All right, so say we were working together and you asked me to create a net sheet because we just got 3 offers and you wanted to evaluate the highest one. And let's say it just came in cash. I would obviously change the net sheet to cash. If, say, you had no HOA, it would also change the HOA fees. I would take them out. And then I would simply just hit save to PDF. I like to use the detailed estimate. So then I would send you this beautiful and detailed net sheet, and that way you'd know exactly what your costs were and your fees, and you'd know exactly how much you would put in your pocket after a sale. Now remember, as I've shown in other videos, if you want to increase the bottom line of what you're going to make after a sale, you really have to know the market. You have to hire a professional. You have to have somebody who's going to evaluate the home to give you the maximum sales price right now, because a lot of these agents are letting these homes go very inexpensively, and most of the online portals, including Zillow, OfferPad, Opendoor, Redfin, just to name a few, their estimates are not even close to the true value of these homes. So if you haven't seen that video already, I encourage you to watch it. So I'm going to link it in this video above. Go ahead and enjoy that video and let me know if I can produce a net sheet for you so you know exactly how much you're going to put in your pocket at the end of a sale or the end of a purchase. And also let me know if you'd like me to use my proprietary algorithm to look at the value of your home to make sure that you're not selling it for less than what you should be able to get in today's market. So this is Ken Blumberg, your All-American Realtor. I want to thank you for watching this video, for liking it. Please do. It helps me tremendously, for commenting, and for subscribing to my channel to give you useful information about home buying, home selling, and the market at large. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.